everyone, this is my next project. So I have been waiting for a piece of furniture that's raw wood because I'm going to do the following. First, I am going to sand the raw wood. Then what I'm going to do is apply a raised stencil. I am going to stain the entire piece of wood with a very unique stain. I used to dye my hair with this stuff. It's red henna. What this is going to do to this piece of wood is stain it a very, very vibrant orange color. So let me tell you a little bit about henna. Henna is an herb, and this stuff is made in India, and it's to dye hair, and it's also used as a decoration on the skin for when people have wedding parties. So this stuff is super difficult to get. Definitely not all henna is made the same. This is the best henna I have ever worked with, and it's extremely difficult to find. I know one place in the world that they sell it. Real hard stuff to get a hold of. It's going to be a very unique, vibrant color. That's why I'm using it today. So you can see it has doors. So this is going to end up being a little cabinet. I am going to go ahead and get some hinges and door handles on it later on. I'm going to work on this piece mostly outside because it's going to be incredibly messy.
I've rearranged my house, I couldn't rearrange my life. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, oh, oh. I don't answer to my husband, 'cause I'm not anybody's wife. Dun, dun, dun. But meanwhile I am dying of a broken
be applying our texture medium with this tool by Redesign with Prima, and I'll be using the smaller side.
I do my shopping in the peak hour, like the rest of the human race, and like everyone else one day, I'm gonna get out of this place. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh.
Is sand down our raised stencil. So here is a good example of how I want it to look. It's all fairly smooth. There's no large raised portions of the stencil as there are here. So here we can see this is also super smooth. This is not. I'm going to sand this down with some fine sandpaper to make it look more like this. I'm gonna be using 150 grit sandpaper. I'm gonna just take the sandpaper and put a sanding block in the middle, and then I'll have something to be able to grip as I sand along. This is the henna I'm going to be using. So I'm going to use this whole packet of red henna, and what you do is you mix it with hot water. So I'll probably do about 3 to 4 cups of boiling hot water mixed with this henna, and then I will apply it to the surface and let it sit for a few minutes, and then I'm going to wash it off. So here we go. I'm putting on some disposable gloves because henna is an incredible stain and I don't want my hands to be all orange. And again, I'm going to be using this henna, which is amazing and great henna. Let's see what it looks like out of the package. Here we go. So it's a real earthy color. It's not going to be this color once it's finished staining. It's going to be like super bright orange. And this is just a chip throwaway brush that I'm going to be using to mix up and to apply the henna. And let's grab our boiling hot water. Here's our boiling hot water. Pour it. I'm going to make this a lot thinner than I used to make my hair dye, and we can already see its orangey color popping out. So I'm going to mix this real well, and again, I'm going to make it pretty thin. We're going to apply it, and because it's raw wood, it's going to stain very quickly. So I will just apply it and then remove it soon thereafter. So this is what the wood looks like now that the henna has been removed. It's a really nice orangey color, and the texture medium did not take the stain, but the texture medium does look a little bit more yellowish than I wanted to, so I'm going to just clean that up by dry brushing a bit of paint. I'm gonna let it sit overnight and then we'll be ready to protect our piece. my gap-toothed little cabinet with the doors that are like slightly off. I just had to give up on perfection. So I had a really difficult time with these hinges. Getting these hinges on here was such a pain. And the first set that I tried didn't work out the way I intended. Neither did the second set of hinges that I purchased. This is why I do not like to fix things or put things together. Like, I'm a super bad IKEA furniture person. Do not ever ask me to put IKEA furniture together. It's not something I enjoy doing. The brain doesn't work that way. It wants to be just more creative and play with colors and design. So that's why the door is a little off. It's totally fine because I'm keeping this. I really like how it's got like kind of an old, worn finish. It feels like something you might find in the corner of a thrift store. It's going to be perfect for the spot I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to be utilizing the inside of this cabinet as storage space. Thank you very much for joining me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.